Everybody, it's Eddie Petrie coming to you from the lab. This is not a professional setup, obviously, so bear with me. Hey, listen, great that you're here. I wanted to give you some quick techniques in regards to eliminating blockers so you can get rid of rescission, you get rid of refunds, you get rid of cancellations, you get rid of problem clients. It's really critical that you understand why that's important and actually how you can incorporate that into your own business and into your conversations. Again, I built a $100 million company using the same frameworks. It's all based on psychology, based on my history as a criminal investigator, FBI trained interrogator, business builder, entrepreneur, and really people builder more than anything else. And I tell people, I can't build houses, but man, I can build people. So what this is all about is giving you that opportunity to really have some in-depth conversations and to really get into the heads of your prospects, so to speak. So the psychological blockers are key, without a doubt. It's critically important that you have that opportunity to actually talk to them in regards to their fears or hesitancies, the things that have happened in the past that have caused them to delay getting training, that have actually caused skepticism, and now bringing it to your conversation. And now you're going to try and use the same closes you use on everybody else, and then wonder why they either don't work in a situation or why they're canceling in 24 to 48 hours. So the key is here is that order takers you will close business, regardless of how good or how bad you are. You're just going to find the people that are ready to go, and you didn't do enough to muck it up, and you're going to enable them to actually get forward to the close and actually get their credit card information and move forward. However, here's the thing. The ones that you should be closing, the ones that can and do and really want to work with you, but they just feel uncertainty, they're the ones that you're missing out on. So you don't need more leads. You just need better conversations. Okay? So when we go into this, what we're going to talk about is that instead of trying to convince people, what you need to do is remove their psychological blockers. Okay? That's the key to this whole thing. Is that because when you try to convince, you create resistance. That feels good. Go high five yourself. But at the end of the day, you never should be saying, I closed that person. You should be saying, I helped them over the finish line into an opportunity that they've been missing out on for years. Because think about what you're doing. You're actually helping them. That's the way you've got to think about it. You're guiding them. You're the shepherd among the flock. You're the lighthouse in the storm. You're not this closer mentality. That's the part that keeps you broke. And by broke, so what if you're making $10,000 a month? You should be making 20 or 30. But because the people around you are only making 5 to 10, you think you're just crushing it. You're not. And it's a lot of work on your part. It's a lot of emotional strain. And you really know that deep within inside, you're really not serving the person, you're serving yourself. And money follows true service. It doesn't follow manipulators. It doesn't follow convincers. It follows people that really care about helping others get over the hurdle or get away from Crap Island and get over to Pleasure Island. You're just the vehicle to get them there. And they have other choices. They don't have to go with you. But they go with you because of time, speed, efficiency. There's a cost to that. However, there's also a cost to not doing anything. There's also a cost of staying put and being safe, not making a decision to not make a mistake, right? Because no one wants to do that. And that's just overwhelming fear they have inside. That's a blocker. You've got to remove that blocker. So attached here below is your quick hitter. It's your cheat sheet, so to speak, and helping you understand why those blockers are so substantial and why it's so critically important to remove them and help the client remove them now and for the future. So let's go back to what it's costing them. What it's costing them if they don't do anything, right? How many leads are they losing out on? How many opportunities are they missing because they're not having the right conversations? Call 3 to 5 a month, okay? Easy. Could it be more? Absolutely. But call it 3 to 5 a month if they're getting a fair amount of leads, right? Call it 2 leads a day that they're missing out on if they're doing 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, right? A month, 5 days a week. Even cut it in half. Call it 20. If they just converted 5 of those, right? And let's say it's their own business, and let's say they're charging $5,000 to $10,000. So let's do the average, $7,500. That's almost $40,000 a month they're missing out on. Now, let's say it's a high ticket closer or a sales rep. They're getting that 10% off $5,000. That's $500, right? And let's say it's five they're missing out on. That's $2,500 a month they're missing. It's over $30,000 a year. And we're going on the low end here of what you're missing out on. So think about that. For the founder owner who's missing out on these, and it's about $5 to say $7,500, call it. I'll even go lower, go $5,000. And they're missing 5 of those a month. That's $25,000. That's over $250,000 a year that you're not helping them build. That's life-changing money. It's truly life-changing. It's wealth generation for their family, possibly. That's your responsibility. That's what you should be thinking about. If I don't help them overcome their blockers, I am doing them a huge disservice. And you need to be thinking about that. And that's what should be guiding your calls. Every call in the beginning, every single one. How can I help them get from Crap Island to Pleasure Island? How can I show them that this is the boat to get on? How can I show them that I am the person that they need to work with? That's your statement every day to yourself on every call. And you've got to be up for every call as if it's your only call of the week. Because this is their only call of the week. They're talking to you. They made it through your funnel. Maybe they made it through your setter. And now they're in the conversation. You've got to do everything you can to make this worthwhile. Okay? So what happens when you convince someone, and again, this is all here, I'll just read through it quickly. You're overriding their natural decision process because they feel pressured to make an emotional decision. And buyer's remorse kicks in 24 to 48 hours later, and they cancel, return, or become problematic clients. Every time you mention something that's critically important, God, I hope you're pausing and letting that brain of theirs absorb the information. You've got to pause for at least 5 to 8 seconds. That's how long the brain takes to kick in to process something that is something they haven't heard of before, something they haven't dealt with before. So you're the one that's going to make a difference, but you have to do it in a way, much like an orchestra director or a conductor. Everything that he does is he has a reason for it. And it all flows seamlessly together, each part of the orchestra. And this is you. You are the conductor of this conversation. Okay? So take that to heart. Download what I have here for you and comment blocker. I'll send it right to you. And then that way you have it to use on your next conversations. If you like what you heard here, if you like what you read, like, comment, follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate your like and your follow. And I do answer all of my emails. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Use this to your advantage. Use this to have great conversations. Use this to be of service. And use this to help guide people from option A, Crap Island, to option B, Pleasure Island. All right. Make it a great one.